I was just going to call you. And betting you have experienced this before. So basically, that was a line that I was going to say at the beginning of the video, but because of all of the technical difficulties, I didn't really get to say that. So basically, this video is about that feeling when you know exactly who is calling you before you pick up the phone and answer. So it's tapping into that PSI gifts, the natural gifts that we all have. So or ESP, extra sensory perception. So basically, that is one of the gifts that I want us to be developing. So it's we want to pick up other impressions from other people. You can pick impressions of anything really, because everything is energy. So that's one of the spiritual laws of the universe, that everything is energy, and because everything is energy, that is how we can tune into things, even if we're not physically in contact with something. So if there's something at a greater distance, or if there's something further away, we can still tune into that energy, because that is the nature of our natural gifts that we have. Okay. So basically, I I want you to make it may be a good idea for you to have a pen and paper at hand if you can. Just if you have a pen and paper, then you can write a couple of names, because I'm going to ask you to pick a couple of people who you know. So basically, right now, we can get into just choosing someone who you want to tune into. So that it can be someone who's in the same household as you if you want to, or it can be someone who's on the other side of the world, or it can be even someone who you don't even know really, like someone who is a celebrity, for instance. So basically, this exercise is just for tuning into other people and for tapping into your natural gifts, so you can pick up impressions. And the more you develop this skill, the more impressions you're going to be able to pick up, and the more accurate you will be. It's just a matter of exercising those psychic muscles. So I'm not claiming that I am a professional in this area, because yes, I have been working on this stuff for a long time, but I have not been devoting all of my focus and concentration onto developing these skills. So that is why I think it's a great idea that we can all develop these skills together. And especially if we do more live videos like this, if I can get my technophobe head around creating live videos, because yeah, I've had a few issues, but it's good. I'm glad we're all here now, and if anyone wants to watch it back later, they can still hopefully learn something from this. Okay, so if you've got your pen and paper ready, I want you to write down one person who really inspires you. So write down the name of someone who really inspires you, someone who really gives you good energy, who you get good vibes from. It. So they're going to be one of the people who you're going to tune into today. And then next, I want you to write another person. So this may be someone who you don't get such good vibes from. So this can is another person who may be a bit standoffish, they may be a bit meh, a bit, or they may be a complete a-hole. But the the point of the exercise is so that you can differentiate between the different vibes that you're picking up. So if you choose a person who is lovely, and then if you choose a person who isn't so lovely, but it doesn't have to be someone who's awful. Don't pick someone who's really awful and you're going to pick terrible energies up from, because we don't want that. So basically, I just want you to be able to differentiate. So choose a person who you really love, then choose someone who you're not that bothered about. Okay. So once you've got your two names, then we're gonna tune into those people very soon. So here is some more notes that I've got. So when tuning into people, be aware it's not always going to be positive impressions that we're reading and picking up. Even if these people are appearing happy, positive, and they're holding their chisel together, if they're holding their chisel together, then that doesn't mean that when you tune into them psychically, that you're going to be picking up positive impressions, because we all of us are guilty of putting a smile on our face when we're not really happy, we're not truly happy. And we do this because we don't want other people to worry about us, and we don't want other people to catch on that we're feeling crappy. Okay. So basically, when we're tuning in from a psychic level, then we're going to bypass the facade or the mask that the person is putting on, and we're going to tune into their heart center and their auras. So we're going to get to the root of how the person is really feeling. So this is very good when you want to, if something's off about someone. Actually, this one will be a good one for you, Naya, because you was saying that there was a certain person who is being a bit dodgy. So I think would be a good exercise for you to try, because then you may pick up something which you may find interesting or useful. So yeah, maybe choose her as one of the people on your list. So basically, we so as humans we carry the full spectrum of emotions, obviously. So empaths. So some people who have a very strong empathic gift, they don't necessarily need to focus on tuning into another person's emotions. They just pick it up anyway. So if you're a twin, or if you're basically, they say that a mother pick if basically the child comes to any harm, then the mother may pick up on this. So again, this is the telepathy and the empathy that we're talking about here, because it's not as it's not as rare as the scientific world would have you to believe. Okay. So as humans, we carry the full spectrum of emotions, and being empathic and an open channel is a bit like playing Russian roulette. So if you're tuning into someone, basically you don't know what kind of emotion or what kind of what you don't know what that other person has in their heart, unless you're tuning into someone that you know inside and out, such as your best friend. Then you may be able to guess what someone else is feeling without having to tune in. But if you're just reading a random person on the street, then you have no idea what darkness you might get into, or what dodginess you may pick up, what impressions, because not everyone not everyone has good vibes, and not everyone is a a lovely human being. Not everyone's a magnificent soul like all of the people here on my channel. So if you're one of the magnificent souls, thank you for watching, and thank you for subscribing to the channel. There's the bell. So a recap, just a quick recap, because it looks like somebody else has joined in. So we're tuning into different people. So if you've got pen and paper at hand, just write down a couple of names. So one name for somebody who inspires you, somebody who you love very much. So it can be a person who you're very close with, or it can be just someone who you admire as well. And then the other person is somebody who you're not so crazy about. So someone, I want you to be able to differentiate between the different sorts of energies. So when you tune into one person, I want you to feel that love there, feel that happiness and joy. And then when you tune into the other person, I want you to feel that there is a difference, just so that you can be sure that you're tuning into different people. and you're not just tuning into the same entity or person. Okay, so that is the first thing I want you to do, to write those two names down. Okay, so I'm just gonna have a quick spray of the Lemuria spray. So it smells lovely. It's got some Palo Santo in there as well. Okay, so just focus on grounding yourself. So let's all just take a moment to ground ourselves and set your intentions. So if you've seen the other videos, I tell you to speak your psychic statement. So it, it is good to do that. So it's a good routine to get into, saying your psychic statement, so that you can tune into spirit, and spirit will have you back. So I don't, just for the purpose of the video, I'm not going to speak my full psychic statement today. I'm just going to say a very basic prayer version of the psychic statement. So I'll just say a couple of lines today. So I call upon spirit, please come through to us now easily. Please make us a clear and perfect channel for spirit. Help us to pick up impressions from other people, from wherever we desire to have a reading on. So if we want to read a specific person, then please may our spirit guides come through. Spirit guides, please come through to us, especially our gatekeeper spirit guides. Please make the connection easier to the people who we want to attune with, or maybe not attune, but to the people who we want to have a read on. So gatekeeper guides, I'm going to call in my gatekeeper guide. Gatekeeper, I can't even say that word properly now for some reason. I'm going to call in my gatekeeper guide, Ophelia. Please come through, Ophelia. Please assist the people who are watching. Please assist me now as I seek to tune into the energies of another person. So I'm going to choose a person. Okay, so I've got my two people. So if you've got your two people, then we can go. We can make a little start in a moment. So I'm just gonna make sure that everything is good. So just have a quick look on social media. Just make sure there's no stragglers behind, who of people who are missing out and wanting to join in. So let's see. Okay, so yeah, that's fine. Okay, yep. So we're good. So I was just double checking there to see that there's no stragglers behind, that anyone who did want to join in can join in with this. So we've written our two names down. So we're just going to start by, we've grounded ourselves. So I've been teaching you in the some of the other videos to create a grounding cord. So just to ground yourself into the Mother Earth. So how it allows us to release anything which is not, anything which is weighing us down, anything which doesn't serve our highest good. So just let any negative emotions, any, so when I say negative emotions, that may be our own negative emotions, or any negative energy we've picked up from anyone else, because that does happen as well. So call upon spirit now, please wipe us clean of any energies which does not serve our highest good. Please help us to ground into Mother Earth so that we can be ready for this spiritual working. Okay, so next, a quick word about protection. So, throwing on our cloaks of light. So, I like to visualize a cloak of stars when I'm getting started into anything such as channeling or any magical work. Just putting on a cloak of stars or the cloak of light, it helps to protect us as we work. So, visualize it. It's a big, thick cloak which is wrapping around us, keeping us safe. Okay. It's an impenetrable cloak which no negativity, no harm may get through. So we've grounded ourselves, we've protected ourselves. Okay, so just focus by focusing on your heart center. So whenever we do any spiritual work, any psychic work, any channeling, it's good to always connect with the heart center first. Okay, so now think of the first person who you'd like to connect with. So think of the first person who's on your list. So I'm going to think of my first person now. So basically, ask your spirit guides to connect you with the energy of this person, just so that you can read what is on the surface. You don't need to delve deeply into that person, but just you basically just scanning the aura of that person. So you don't have to delve deep into the depths of their soul, okay? So let's just keep this a basic exercise for now. See if you can pick up any feelings. So just put your hand over your heart and then just speak out loud. Say, my heart is telling me such and such. So my heart is telling me this. So my heart is telling me this person is feeling this way. My heart is saying that this person is in such and such a place. This person is, my heart is telling me that this person is with such and such a person. Okay, so those sorts of things. So just trying to pick up some general impressions, but try to always come from a place of childlike wonder. Try not to guess ahead or to put your own thoughts in there. Try to just keep a clear mind. I know it is difficult. If any thoughts do pop in, which are not channeled thoughts, if it's like it's some distracting thoughts coming in, such as if you think suddenly remember, oh, it's such and such a time and Coronation Street's coming on or something like that. So don't be too distracted by that thought. Just let it come into your head and let it wander back out again. So if any guidance comes in, then that will be something that you can then speak it out. If you want to write it down, then write the guidance down as well. Okay, and if anyone does have any questions, feel free to write it in the comments. So we're tuning into person number one. So I think it's best to choose person number one is as someone who is very inspiring for you and someone who you have good feelings for, someone who you love, basically. I'm just gonna try to pick someone myself now. Just taking in deep breaths, that helps connect us with energy. So our breath is just the easiest way to connect with spirit and with the powers of our psychic energies. So just visualize that you're pulling up energy upwards through you, from, right from the root of your core, so right from underneath, you're pulling up white light energy from Mother Earth, and we're pulling it right up through our whole body. So starting at the feet, going up through all of the chakras, pushing up white light until the energy comes out of our crown chakras, so at the top of our head, the energy from Mother Earth is pushing all the way up and out, bursting outwards. And when we do this, we can then open our aura. So by it's very easy to just think that I want to pull my aura in or to push the aura out. That is a very basically all you have to do is just think about it. So think about pushing your aura out. So I'm sending my aura out to about 6 feet, then it will happen pretty much. Or there may be another way that you can use this as well. Say if you're walking alone and it's late at night and you want to make yourself less conspicuous, you want to draw less attention, pulling your aura in as well as shielding yourself with a cloak, like pulling the aura very close to yourself and kind of dulling your shine. That is a good way of going unnoticed. But for this purposes, we're pushing our aura out so it can fill the whole room, drawing up energy from the earth, pushing it out of the crown chakra, and the aura is open. And then tune into, so visualize the face of the person who you want to tune into, and then just speak whatever comes into your mind, just speak it out right away. So my heart is telling me this person is annoyed about something. This person is feeling that they're on their own. My heart is telling me this person is feeling a bit overwhelmed. Yeah, so they're a bit stressed out because they've got a bit of a lot of workload to get through. My heart is telling me this person is having some trust issues. Yeah, so my heart is telling me that this person is in a very well lit room, so there's lots of bright light. I feel like they're snuggled in. Yeah, snuggled in bed pretty much, trying to forget about the rest of the world. So those are the impressions that I'm picking up from the outside. So now try to tune into the person and feel how does this person think about how this person makes you feel. Like how does this person usually make you feel? How is this person making you feel now that you're tuning into them? Have a think about that. You, you will have most likely, if this is the person that you love, you will have most likely have known this person for a long time. So think about all of those times that you spent together. Think about all of the love that you share with this person. You and this person have come a very long way. And then when you're ready, you can bring yourself back to the present moment, back into your body, back into your own awareness. So congratulations, you've just tuned into another person using your spiritual abilities. So that is person number one. So next I want you to tune into person number two. So think about person number two, but make sure that you're wrapping your energy, wrapping your cloaks around you. Make sure that you've got as much protection as you need, because if this person doesn't give you positive feelings and thoughts, and then it's have as much protection as you need and take it slowly. Don't rush into that energy because it may be a bit harsh for yourself, especially if you're coming straight from tuning into someone who is lovely, love, loving, or someone whose energy you really like. Okay, so think of the next person. Okay, so hold that person's face in your hold their face in your mind's eye. So think about that person. Ask your spirit guides, your gatekeeper guide. Ask your gatekeeper guide. So gatekeeper guide, please help me to tune into this person, such and such person. So say the name so that when you wanting to tune into someone, names are very powerful. So if you're saying the name of an angel or a deity, that name is very powerful. But even when you speak in your name holds power as well. Or if you speak in the name of someone else, that name is going to help you tune into that frequency. Okay. Okay, really, please help me to tune in. Help me to tune in with that energy. The first thing that comes into my head is exasperated. So I'm not sure if that's my own feelings towards that person or if that person is feeling exasperated. So let's try to be clear on what we're picking up. So my heart, okay, spirit guides, what impressions do you have for me about this person? What am I really tuning into the outside of their auras? What energy am I picking up off of this person? Okay. Okay, I have the feeling my heart is telling me that some they're sending away for something or they're being sent away. It's kind of like there's some sort of vanishing sort of energy. They feel like they've been pushed away. Okay. So yeah, I feel like they they're feeling like they're being put at arm's length by somebody. Okay, what else have we got for this person? Yeah, so I'm just getting the colour grey. I feel like they're wrapped in gloom and greyness. Yeah, I feel like they feel like they're away. It's like they're at it's I can't even talk properly. They feel like they're at sea during a storm. So yeah, they're feeling a bit lost and a bit temperamental. My heart is telling me that they 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 have some sort of worries about a child. I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure if it's their own child or if it's like a niece or a nephew, something like that. Okay, so what else? Okay, so I'm seeing belief, beliefs for some reason. Yes, I feel like this person is struggling, trying to find their power, their sovereignty, and trying. I feel like they find it hard to gain respect from other people. I feel like they don't always put their best foot forward, and they're well aware of this. So the word that's coming through is like the kind of when they're doing something, they kind of do it half-assed, which is quite funny. Okay, so that is an example. So I hope that you are all picking up some energies as well. So feel free to write write down in the comments if you would like to share what you're picking up. Okay, so that is person number two. So I'm just going to give you a few more moments so you can continue to tune into person number two. So if you want to wrap up those energies, if there's any feelings, if you want to write anything down, now is the time to do that. Thank you, Spirit, for your guidance. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so next I want you to think of a place. So think of a place that you've always wanted to go to, maybe, or a place that you love to go to. So it's any place at all, any place in the whole wide world. Think of a place. So you can write that place down if you want to, or if you just want to visualize it. So if you've not been there, then you may not know what it looks like. If you've not seen pictures, so you can just think about the name in your head. So basically, using these same skills of tuning into frequencies, we're going to attempt a very basic sort of remote viewing. So again, make sure you're fully protected, make sure that you're ready for this. So if this is something you're a bit apprehensive of, then feel free to sit this one out. Or if this is something that you're really excited about, then feel free to dive fully into it with me. So just picture that place, or if you're not sure what it looks like, then just repeat the name to yourself, speak the name. Yeah. And basically, we're sending our awareness through the astral realms, through the 12th dimension. We're sending our awareness to that place so that we can pick up any impressions, so that we can have a feel of it, we can tune into the energies, we can maybe possibly see what's happening there. So this is a very basic form of remote viewing, but obviously the more you practice this, the better you will get at doing it. Okay, so hopefully by now you've picked your place that you'd like to tune into. Okay, so spirit guides, gatekeeper guides, please tune us in to the place that we would like to have a read on. Please help us to tune into this place. Please help us to move our awareness to this place on the ninth dimension or 12th dimension, across the dimensions in the astral plane. Help us to pick up any impressions from this place. So again, tuning into the heart center. We send masters of rivers, they're guiding us, spirit guides at our highest self. All of our spiritual team, the ancestors are with us if we feel safe, to keeping our body safe if we want to leave it momentarily for our soul journey, remote viewing. Our body is protected, our spirit is protected. Really visualize that place. What do you see? What impressions are you picking up? What is your heart telling you about this place? My heart is telling me that this place is very central to the trade of this place. So this country where this place is, it's a very central place to trade. So I feel like tradespeople come here. When people come on their pilgrimage to this place, I feel like there's a lot of people who profiteer off of this. They maybe sell ivory carvings, tourists. I feel like this place has a very old energy. It's very Mother Earth energy, very motherly energy. I feel like this place itself, the spirit of this place, guides, really looks after the life of the life forms, all of the life forms on this, in the vicinity of this place. My heart is telling me that this place is full of unconditional love. The words, "What have you got to offer?" is coming through. I'm not entirely sure why. What have you got to offer? So basically, what have you got to offer this place? So maybe you're a starseed or a light worker who's gonna work in the grid energy of this place. Maybe you're gonna do some healing here. Maybe this place will do some healing to you. This place can be a safe haven. This place can be very protective to you. This can be a very special place. So not, you may feel like this place is very random. You may have not thought of this place very much before, but this place may have came absolutely out of nowhere. You've not thought too much about this place, but you may be picking up strong impressions about it now and feeling a strong connection to this place. So just go with it and feel free to write any impressions down. Feel free to share any impressions. Okay. So in your own time, start to wrap this soul journey up. So let your angels and spirit guides bring you back to your body, back to the here and now in the present moment. Become fully aware of the room. You may feel the energy twitching or tingling in your hands. I know I can. If there's any energetic sensations, go with them. Don't fight them. Okay. So I hope you're all enjoying this. So we're coming to the end of the video because I realise it's quite a long video, so I don't want to make this too long. So we're coming up to the final exercise. So I wanted to tune into the galactic order or the galactic brotherhood or the galactic federation. This order, the galactic order, it's known by many other names. I feel like it has a lot of very splintering offshoots. So there's a lot of different versions of this, that they're all connected. So if you imagine like a tree, for instance, the tree has branches that stem outwards. So there may be different names for each branch which comes off of the tree, but the branch or the trunk which the branches come out of, that is still same the same trunk. Okay, so I just want you all to tune into the galactic order with me. So don't worry, this isn't going. I'm not. We're not going to do this for too long. So I just want us to get a general feel and to make touch base is what I'm hearing. So just have our first touch base with the galactic order. So we could once we connect to that frequency, we can then tune into it any other time we wish. We can call upon it. So just writing down the word galactic order or the words, multiple words, few words. So writing down that word, speaking that word, just speaking it or writing it, you're gonna call in that energy. So right now I'm calling upon the galactic order. Please come through for us now. Call upon Ophelia, my gatekeeper guides. So we all have gatekeeper guides. These are the spirit guides which open the ways, they open the doorways, they help connect us to other spirit beings, they help connect us to other spirit places. So that help so the gatekeeper guide is a very useful one. But don't worry, I will be going into more depth on the gatekeeper guide in a further video in the future. So just call upon your gatekeeper guide. You don't need to know the name. If their name does come to you, feel free to say that name out loud. Feel free to write it down so you don't forget it. Ophelia, please connect us with the galactic order. Please help us to pick up any impressions from the galactic order. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm just calling upon. Well, just right away, I'm just feeling a lot of energy just flowing through. I feel like I'm a bit of a live wire. I can just feel like I'm very connected to a very strong electric sort of energy. I hope you can all feel this too. So, galactic order. Hi, Ruben. I call upon you, galactic order. Please come through with the assistance with all of our spirit guides, with the ancestors, the ascended masters. I call upon Ashtar. Please come through for us. Help us to feel your galactic energies. Help us to really touch base with you. To know that we are a star family, one great big star family, and there is no separation. Again, tuning into the heart space. My heart is telling me we are one. My heart is telling me tomorrow will be a great day. My heart is telling me the light from all of the universe is pouring into the earth. Doesn't matter whether it is on the day of a portal, the specific portal, the galactic order is always flooding energy of love and light, pure, pure intention into our earth. My heart is telling me, say what you mean. My heart is telling me, trust in your own guidance, trust in your discernment. Stop second guessing yourself. My heart is telling me that we are the magical center of our own universe. So we are part of the microcosm and the macrocosm. So as within, so without. So we may feel like we're one small, insignificant part of this universe, but that it, it, it is true and it's false all at once, is what I'm hearing. Because within us, we contain the whole universe. We have stardust, we have same materials as each and every planet out in our solar system, out in the whole universe. We've got stardust in our veins. We are powerful beyond measure. My heart is telling me, stop worrying what people think about you. My heart is telling me, connect to your inner strength. Your inner strength will not fail you. I'll just give you a moment now. I'll give you a moment to just let any last messages come through. If any messages coming through from the galactic order for you, then that is brilliant. Feel free to write them down. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.